Hi and welcome to Breath and Flow Yoga. My name is Katie and this here is Bradley. And today it's going to be about a 45-minute practice where all you'll need is your mat and maybe even a cushion or something comfortable to sit on. We'll be working through some breath work to begin, our diaphragmatic breathing. So we'll be doing that for a few minutes or so and kind of getting into a nice meditative state with the breath. And then we'll be doing some deep stretches today. So it'll be a little bit less of a flow and a little bit more of holding our stretches and kind of getting deep into the hips and shoulders and side waist today. All right, so let's get started. Go ahead and grab your pillow or whatever you would like to sit on so that you can come into a nice comfortable seat. Go ahead and get situated. Meet me in a nice cross-legged position or whatever works for you for your practice. Let your palms face down or up on the thighs or knees, whatever is comfortable for you, whatever feels natural. And then close your eyes. Let's come into our space here. So just allow yourself to come into this space, center here, present in this moment. And just notice how the body feels in this moment. So ground down into those sits bones. Maybe even scoot side to side and just feel the earth beneath you. Take a slight tuck with your tailbone so that you just pull in gently through the low belly. Let your rib cage draw in and let your chest just lift slightly without jutting the ribs out. Now let's move up and onto the shoulders where you shrug your shoulders up towards your ears and just feel them crunch up towards your ears and then pull them down and away so they circle back. You can do that a few times if that feels nice to loosen up the shoulders. Shrug them up towards your ears, open down your back, shrug up and open down your back. Nice, one more time. And release them down. Close your eyes. Keep those shoulders relaxed and down. And now let's move up through the cervical vertebrae. So if the head and neck likes to hold tension sometimes, just take some nice circles now through the head and neck. Let your chin tuck towards your chest. Right ear to right shoulder. Drop your head back. Left ear, left shoulder. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Circle around at your own pace. Maintain that same direction for one more round. And then we'll meet back through center and change directions. So allow yourself to tuck your chin towards your chest, left ear, left shoulder, drop your head back, right ear, right shoulder, and tuck in. Take another full circle or so on your own. And we'll all meet back with the crown of the head extending towards the sky and just feel a nice lightness through the face, softness through the jaw, maybe even unhinge through the mouth and stretch through the jaw, open the mouth, stretch the face, and then softly close the mouth back again. Relax the tongue away from the roof of your mouth. Let the crown of the head expand towards the sky and just feel that lightness through the body as we align the physical spine. With your eyes closed, allow yourself to delve even deeper, noticing where the mind is at. And just notice any recurring thoughts going on. And we'll begin to focus on our breath so that those begin to kind of clear away on their own. So take a big inhale in through the nose. Fill your belly up like a balloon. We're going to exhale out the mouth 3 times. So inhale in through the nose, fill the belly. Exhale out the mouth, let it go. You can let it be as audible as you like. 2 more times. Inhale in through the nose, fill your belly. Exhale audibly out through the mouth, let it go. Nice. One more time. Inhale in through the nose, fill your belly, fill your lungs, drink your breath as all the way up to the top of your throat. And exhale out through the mouth, let it go. Nice. Now we're just going to breathe in and out through the nose. Big inhale in through the nose, fill your belly. Exhale out through the nose. Let your belly retract back towards your spine. If you would like, you can even place one palm on your belly so that you bring your attention to that space as you inhale in. Engage the breath all the way down to your belly. Fill your belly. And exhale, release it out. Let your belly retract back in towards your spine. Good. So feel the belly press out towards your palm. If you press your palm into your belly, open up wide. Exhale out through the nose. Let it go. Allow yourself to work into that parasympathetic nervous system. Inhale into the belly. Fill it up. Drink your breath in. And exhale, release that breath. Let your belly pull back towards your spine. You can keep your hand where it's at or place it back on your thigh or knee as you continue to breathe in through the nose, filling up through the belly, filling up all the way. And exhaling, completely empty the breath. Try to create the breath a little bit longer and deeper each time. Listen to the sound and quality of your breath as you inhale deep into the belly. And as you exhale, let it go. Continue at your own pace. Let your breath calm the body. Let your breath guide you into this nice meditative state. Or maybe the mind lands on an image or something peaceful that allows you to stay centered and present. And I invite you to bring an image of a lake that is completely still. There's no wind. So all you see is glassy water. Maybe there's a beautiful reflection in the water. Everything is still. There might be a quiet hum of bees. Bring your mind to that space. If thoughts arise, bringing you away from that image, that's okay. Just let them come and go and come back to this peaceful serenity that you've created in your mind. Maybe it's a place that you've been before. Maybe it's somewhere new that you would like to go. Just immerse yourself in that space while continuing to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. In through the nose, fill the belly. Out through the nose. 3 more rounds. Inhale in. Exhale out. 2 more cycles of breath. Inhale in. Exhale out. 1 more time. Inhale in. Exhale, release. Okay, so now let's begin to move with our breath. So if you need to change the direction of your legs or change your seated posture in any way, feel free to do that at any time, but now is a really good time to do so. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Gaze up between your fingertips. Relax your shoulders down your back. So you're creating length through the arms, but you're not shrugging those shoulders up towards your ears. You're just letting those relax back down. Give space to the head and neck. Engage all the way up towards your fingertips. Inhale in. Now exhale, take your right arm down by your side. Reach over to the right. Roll your left shoulder back. Pull your lower ribs in, gaze up towards the sky. Feel length through that left side. Reach over just a little bit more. Good. Inhale back through center. Reach your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, opposite direction. Left hand down to the earth. Reach over to the left. Roll your right shoulder back and maybe even gaze up towards the sky. Pull your ribs in. Feel that length through your right side waist. Reach over. Nice. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. As you exhale, bend your elbows, drop your head back, squeeze through your shoulder blades, lift through your heart, look up towards the sky. Lift gently through your chin, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale to the right. Roll that left shoulder back, arch through that left side. Feel length through your rib cage. Good. Inhale, back through center, reach your arms high. Exhale, left hand down to the earth, reach over to the left, roll your right shoulder back. Feel that right hip press down. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, drop your head back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, look up. Inhale, arms rise back up. Exhale, this time take your hands behind you and we're just going to take that pillow off to the side. You won't be needing it anymore. So just scoot that off to the side. We're gonna come back to seated on our mat with our right leg extended out long, our left foot to our inner right thigh. Flex through your right foot, turn towards your right toes. So you kind of want to square off to your right toes. Take an inhale breath in. Now as you exhale, hinge forward. So just hinge towards your toes, heart towards your toes. Wherever you begin to feel that stretch through the hamstring and the low back, begin to melt your torso down towards your leg. So maybe you're up here with your hands out by your sides, leaning your heart towards your toes. Maybe you're forward, folding all the way over your right leg. Hands around your right shin. Square your shoulders off. So that left shoulder likes to lift up. Just draw it back down. Forehead towards your shin. Flex that right foot. So keep your right leg engaged. Deep breath. Lead through your heart. Exhale. Fold in. So you'll feel a nice deep stretch through the hamstring, through the low back, a bit through the side waist. We're going to stay here for another 3 breaths. So count those inhales. Feel your breath draw into your belly. Maybe you lift your heart slightly. And your exhale, you bow closer towards that right leg. Good. Inhale, lift just the heart slightly. Look towards your toes. And exhale, bow in even closer. One more full breath. Inhale, lift through your heart. Look towards your toes. And exhale, bow in, pause here, the end of your exhale. Good. Now as you inhale, keep your legs as they are, reach your arms up towards the sky. And exhale, take your right forearm to the inside of your right leg, reach over towards your right toe. So you don't have to actually touch your toes, but you want that left shoulder to open out. Maybe even look towards the sky, and you should feel a deep stretch through that left side waist, through the rib cage. Your right hand can grab a hold of your right foot or your shin, but you just like to use that right elbow to kind of open your chest out. The most important part of this stretch is that rotation of your rib cage. So it doesn't matter if you're actually reaching the toes or not. Roll that left shoulder back, take a breath in. And as you exhale, maybe you arch over to the right a little bit more. Good. Inhale, open that left shoulder back. Feel a big stretch opening through the heart. And as you exhale, maybe you dip a little bit closer. Good. Inhale, open that left shoulder back. Feel a nice stretch through that lat and side waist. And exhale, reach a little bit more. One more breath. So you're going to get to the depth of your pose. Inhale in. And exhale. Nice job. Inhale, reach your arms all the way, slowly come up. And exhale, hands down to the earth behind you. We're just gonna switch sides, so same thing each side. Extend your left leg out, flex your left foot. Take your right foot to the inner left thigh. So set yourself up, make sure your hips are nice and grounded. Flex that left foot, gaze towards your left toes. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. Square those shoulders towards your toes. And then exhale, begin to hinge forward. So you reach your heart towards your toes. Wherever you find that nice sweet spot, stretch through the low back and hamstring, begin to fold yourself in. So it might be different for each side. Allow yourself to fold in towards the leg with your breath. Inhale, lift up through your heart. And exhale, bow in. Good. Use your breath. Inhale, lengthen through your heart towards your toes. And exhale, bow towards your leg. Good. Big breath in. Lengthen your heart. And exhale, bow in. Make sure that right hip stays down towards the earth. Sometimes it feels like it's lifted. You can even take your hand and kind of press it down and feel that side waist open. Let's take 3 more full breaths here. Use your inhale to lengthen your heart towards your toes. Square your shoulders out. And bow in. Good. Inhale, lift up through your heart. Exhale, bow in. Nice job. One more full breath. Lift up through your heart. Flex those toes. Exhale, bow in. Relax your head and neck. Pause. Nice job. Inhale, reach your arms back up towards the sky. As you exhale, take your left forearm down to your left inner thigh or calf. You can hold on to that foot as well with your left hand. Reach your right arm over the crown of your head. Bicep is towards your right ear, so you're just arching to the left. Rotate your right shoulder back, ground through your hips. As you inhale in, open your chest towards the sky, press your hips down. You should feel a deep stretch in through your right side waist all the way into your right lower back. Big breath in, open through the chest. And exhale, arch over. Again, you don't have to be touching the toes. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. Just allow yourself to find what works for you. Arch over, take a big breath in, open your chest. And exhale, reach. Good. Inhale, open through the chest. And exhale, reach. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Last one. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach. Nice. Let's inhale. Reach our arms back up towards the sky. Reach up, lengthen. And as you exhale, take your hands down behind you. And we're going to take our feet together, knees apart for butterfly pose. So take your hands to wrap around your feet, interlace your fingers, scoot your hips up close towards your heels, shoulders back, align your spine, lift up through the crown of your head. Big breath, lengthen, shoulders down and away from the ears. And as you exhale, just hinge forward. Reach your heart towards your toes. Elbows can press your knees away. So you might stay right here, just leaning forward towards your toes with your hands around your feet. If you do have more room in this pose, you can always crawl your hands forward. We're going to be here another 5 to 7 breaths. So allow yourself to inhale in deep into your belly. Maybe you lift your heart with your inhale, and then exhale, crawl in a little bit deeper. Use the breath to create fluid motion through the spine. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lead through your heart towards your toes, towards the earth, shoulders back. Good. Inhale, lift through your heart, shoulders back, lungs, spine. Exhale, hinge a little bit more. With that inhale breath, fill the belly, fill through the heart. And with your exhale breath, allow your hips to feel as if they are melting down towards the earth. You can even press your knees away from one another, melting them closer towards your mat. Lean through your heart wherever you are. Another 2 breaths. Inhale in through the nose, fill your belly. Exhale out. One more breath, inhale in. And exhale out. Beautiful. Let's inhale, rise back up. So we're going to take our heels a little bit further out for this pose. So walk your heels further out so you create more of a diamond shape with the legs. Take your palms face up and slide them right underneath your ankles. Take an inhale, shoulders back to begin. Lift through your heart. Now as you exhale, allow yourself to curl in. This is one of the poses that it's okay to kind of curl the spine, tuck your chin towards your chest, and let your shoulders come forward. You should feel a nice stretch through the back of the neck, through the low back, all the way into your tailbone and outer hips. Deep breath in. You might lift up just a little bit if that feels good, to get a little bit longer through the spine, and then bow back in. Use your arms as leverage here. So as I bend my elbows, I'm allowing my spine to puff up even more and get deeper into this pose. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. Always to the belly. Exhale out. Inhale deep into your belly. Exhale out. Nice job. Inhale, rise back up. Release your hands. We're going to extend our legs long out in front of us. So flex through your feet. Again, ground down through your sits bones. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the sky. We're just going to come into our forward fold, seated forward fold. So lead through your heart, hinge forward, just like we were before. So create that length. Feel that pull through the hamstrings as you hinge forward. And exhale, let your arms come down by the sides of your legs, maybe around your feet. Good. Again, use your breath. Inhale, lengthen your heart, shoulders back. Exhale, lead through your heart towards your toes. Keep those feet engaged. Fold in. Good. Big breath in. Lift through your heart, shoulders back. Exhale, bow in. So continue to use your breath to undulate through your spine. Your breath in will lead your heart towards your toes, and your breath out will allow you to fold in. Let your breath in lead your heart towards your toes, and exhale out. Staying here for another 3 breaths. Focus on your inhalations leading your heart to your toes, and your exhalations bowing in even more. 1 more full breath in. And full breath out. Let it go. Good, nice job. Let's inhale, rise back up. Reach your arms up towards the sky, long spine. Exhale, hands down by your sides. So let's take our feet up, bend your knees, arms by your sides. So you want to be on your mat like I am, feet towards the top of the mat, feet hips width distance. Reach your arms forward, shoulders back, and just begin to roll down onto your back. Take your time. Take your heels close towards your hips, and then extend your right leg towards the sky. Take your right ankle to the top of your left thigh. Press your right knee away. We're coming into thread the needle, our reclined pigeon pose. And begin to interlace your hands around your left hamstring. Hug your left knee close towards your chest. Flex your right foot. So we're just getting really deep into that right hip. Feel your low back ground down in towards the earth. Shoulders press down in towards the mat. Good. Deep breath here. Pull that left leg closer if you wish, if you want a little bit more in that outer right hip. Good. And gently release that left foot. Expand your right leg to the sky. Reach it high. And lower your right foot down. We'll switch sides. So take your left leg high to the sky. Flex that left foot. Take your left ankle to the top of your right thigh. Press your left knee away. Keep that left foot flexed. Now you might stay right here, or maybe you take your hands to interlace around that right hamstring. Hug your right knee closer towards your chest. Feel a nice deep stretch in that outer hip. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in through the nose. And on your exhale, maybe you hug your right knee even closer towards your chest. Good. Gently release your right foot down, expand your left leg to the sky, and lower your left foot down. Hips width distance, knees still bent. Heels close towards your hips, ground through those feet. We're gonna come into bridge pose. Lift your hips towards the sky, shimmy your shoulders up underneath your back, tuck through your chin. Ground through those heels. You feel a nice stretch through the fronts of your hips. Tuck through the chin, heart towards your chin. Deep breath into the belly. You should feel and even see the belly rise towards the sky. And exhale out. Inhale in, ground through those heels. And exhale out. Nice job. Gently release this. Take your hands underneath your knees, and we're just gonna rock forward and back. So massage your spine. We'll come all the way back up. Cross your ankles, hands over in front, and come into your tabletop position. And so we're gonna have our shoulders right over our wrists, hips over our knees. Gaze down between your thumbs. Take an inhale, breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head, tailbone back behind you. And exhale, release. Now as you inhale, take your right arm up towards the sky. Roll your right shoulder back, twist open to the right. Now as you exhale, we're going to thread the needle. Let your right arm come underneath and thread behind your left wrist. Right shoulder down to the earth, relax your head down, press your hips evenly back. Bend your left elbow. And we're gonna stay here 5 to 7 breaths. So you can stay right here in this variation. If you want more, you can take your left arm up to the sky and left arm behind the back, maybe even around the front of your right hip. Feel that opening through the right shoulder and the left shoulder as it opens back. You should feel a good release through the upper thoracic spine, even into the low back with this twist. Deep breath into the belly. Good, and take that left arm back up to the sky if it was tucked behind. Lower your left hand down to the earth. Inhale, reach your right arm high, roll your right shoulder back, look up. Exhale, lower right hand down to the earth. We'll switch sides. Inhale, left arm up to the sky, roll your left shoulder back, look up. Exhale, thread that left arm underneath. Take your left shoulder down to the earth, bend your right elbow. Hips press evenly back behind you. So you can stay right here if this feels nice through that left shoulder blade. If you want more through the shoulders, right arm up to the sky and let it tuck behind your back, maybe even around the front of that left hip. Continue to breathe deeply here into the belly. Press your hips back evenly. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Deep breath in through the nose and deep breath out through the nose. Good. Big breath in. Big breath out. Nice job. If your arm was tucked, reach your right arm up to the sky. Lower your right hand down. Big breath in. Left arm rises all the way up. Open out. Roll your left shoulder back. And lower your left hand back down into your tabletop position. Inhale, neutral spine. Exhale, roll your shoulders back, tilt your tailbone high, look up. So we're switching the inhalations and exhalations for our cat-cow. When you take an inhale, cat pose. Curl up and in, tuck your chin. Exhale, cow pose. Shoulders back, tailbone high, look up. Good. Inhale, curl up and in. Exhale, shoulders back, tailbone high. Good. Take about 2 to 3 more rounds with your own breath. Exhale, shoulders back. Good. Move with your breath. Press into those palms and knees. Good. And then we'll come back through a neutral spine after your last round. Gaze down between your thumbs. Take an inhale, breath in. Now as you exhale, we're going to move into puppy dog pose, Anahatanasana. Open your arms forward, walk them forward, melt your chest down towards the ground, tilt your tailbone up towards the sky. So you want your chest to really press down in towards the mat. We're going to pause here for a little bit longer than I normally teach in my classes. So allow yourself to find a pose where you're able to melt in, kind of playing the edge. If you can gaze forward, go ahead and gaze forward. This is a really deep stretch through those shoulders, through the chest. Maybe eventually chin and chest are actually on the earth as you tilt your tailbone high to the sky. Focus on your breath. We're going to take 3 to 5 more breaths here. Nice. 2 more. Inhale in. Exhale out. 1 more big breath in. And exhale out. Nice job. Now slowly shift forward. Come onto your forearms. Slide your knees back, and we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So your elbows are just slightly in front of your shoulders. Palms are down on the earth. Hands are parallel to each other, so your forearms are parallel. Lift through your heart, shoulders back. Create some gentle traction through those forearms. So you should feel an opening through your collarbones, through the chest. You should feel it opening up through that front of the body. Gaze just slightly out in front of you. So you don't want to crank the neck. Just like a slight tilt down as you gaze out past the top of your mat. So we're going to hold here a few more breaths. There's a slight engagement with the upper spine as you pull your shoulders back. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And deep breath out. 1 more. Inhale in. And exhale. Gently release. Tense your hands to the outside of the mat and just circle those shoulders out. You're just opening into that chest a lot, so be sure to free up through those shoulders. Go side to side. Twist. Good. Now let's slowly come back down through center. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, press your hips all the way back towards your heels. So arms are stretched out long, toes are tucked, so you should feel a stretch through the arches of your feet and your low back. Take a big breath in and exhale out. Big breath in and exhale out. Nice. Now plant through those palms and press your hips up towards the sky for a downward facing dog. So you can pedal your feet side to side if you need to kind of work into the legs or the shoulders a little bit more. Feel the backs of the legs elongate, relax through the head and neck, maybe even shake it out, yes and no. We're just going to feel this nice downward dog position. Let the hips rise high. Exhale out. Ground through those palms. Feel the backs of the legs elongate in towards the ankles, the calves. If you have come into stillness, feet or hips width distance, hands, shoulders width, relax through your head and neck, ground through those hands. Let the shoulders draw away from your ears. Chest towards your thighs, pull your lower belly up and in, big breath. And exhale out. We're going to stay here for another 2 full breaths. Inhale in. Exhale out. Feel your hips press high to the sky. 1 more big breath in. And big breath out. Nice job. Now we're just going to lower our knees down towards the earth. Take your knees together, sit back towards your heels with your toes tucked. Walk your hands back towards your knees. So you might stay right here, just feeling that nice stretch through the arches of your feet. And allow yourself to stay here if this is plenty. If you would like more through those feet, take your hands to your thighs. And if you want even more, you can take your hands behind you and kind of stretch through your feet. Wherever you are, you feel a pretty deep stretch through those toes. Maybe even through the thighs a little bit. Deep breath in, stay with it. Nice. Now gently release the toes. Sit back on your heels. Let the tops of the feet press down and towards the mat. And just pause here for a nice counter stretch. Deep breath in and out. Good. So we're going to come into frog pose, which is a pretty deep hip opener. If you do have a mat, make sure to fold it lengthwise like so to create some nice extra padding for your knees. You can even use those pillows if you had a pillow. Good. So I'm going to shift this forward so you can see. Take your knees down on that nice padded part. Open your knees out wide, flex your feet. So you want to make sure that your ankles are directly straight lined from your knee and your knee is straight out from your hip. So you're creating a nice 90-degree bend with flexed feet. So we're coming into frog pose. You can open your knees out as wide as is right for you. When you feel that nice stretch through your hips, hands can be right under your shoulders, support your torso. So if you're good here, stay right here. You'll feel a deep stretch. You don't want to move your hips back or forward. You want to keep them, again, 90-degree bend with those legs. Maybe you come down onto your forearms and get a little bit deeper in your hips. Good. Deep breath here. Keep those feet flexed. Relax your hands. This is a really deep stretch in your hips. Big breath into the belly. Big exhale out. Big breath in through the nose. And exhale out through the nose. Allow yourself to feel what's going on in the hips. Allow yourself to be aware of what you're feeling in the hips rather than trying to push it away. Just sit in it. Allow yourself to stretch. Be aware. Release. Take a few more rounds of breath here. Deep into the belly. That allows the body to know that it's okay. Allow it to restore, get into that restful state. Deep breath into the belly. And exhale out. One more big breath in. And exhale out. Nice job. Gently, slowly, if you're on your forearms, walk up. Tuck your toes behind you and just press your hips all the way up to the sky into a nice wide-legged downward dog. You can take your mat back to normal. Press your hips high. Just feel that nice release. Stay here as much as you need. Kind of press into the hips towards the sky in a wide-legged modified downward dog. Good. If you would like to get a little bit more into those hips and hamstrings here, take your right hand to your left ankle and just pull close towards that left leg. Maybe even look underneath your left shoulder. Good. Release your right hand, switch sides. Left hand grabs a hold of your right ankle. Look underneath your right shoulder. Big stretch for that hamstring and low back. Deep breath in. Use that left arm to pull yourself a little bit closer. Good. And release. Come down onto your knees. Cross your ankles and sit down onto your mat. Okay, so we're going to come up to the top of the mat. Bend your knees. Feet hips width distance. So reach your arms forward and we're going to slowly come all the way down onto our backs. Good. Hug your knees up in towards your chest. We're going to come into happy baby pose. So grab a hold of your feet, pull your knees on either side of your rib cage. Shoulders stay down on the earth. Let your spine stay down on the earth. Flex through your feet. Deep breath in and deep breath out. Big opening in through that breath. And exhale out. Let your knees pull to either side of your ribcage, shoulders back. Flex through those feet. Let this feel good through the hips, the hamstrings, the low back, even into the shoulders a little bit as the spine grounds down. Let yourself really get into that relaxed state. Big breath into the belly. And exhale out. One more big breath in. Exhale out. Let's extend our legs up towards the sky. Keep your feet flexed. Keep your arms down on the earth. Palms can face up. You can circle your ankles around. Just doing a nice simple inversion to get that blood flow to release from the legs. Good. Switch directions if you are circling those ankles out. Feel the blood flow release from the feet. Good. Come back through center. And then begin to hug your knees towards your chest. Give them a squeeze. Take your forehead up towards your knees. Big breath in. Now as you exhale, just let everything go. Let your toes drop out. Let your palms face up. Close your eyes. Come into your Shavasana. As you come into this pose, maybe bring that image back. The one of a very calm, placid lake or pond. Notice the colors, the reflections. Immerse yourself in that peaceful image, whatever that is for you. Now, if you have the gift of time, allow yourself to stay in Shavasana as long as you need or would like. If you would like to move about with your day, begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Just become more aware of the physical body. Maybe roll off to one side or the other. Allowing yourself to crawl up into a nice, easy, seated position in the same way that we began class. Once you make your way up into a nice, easy seat, just take your hands to heart center, bow your chin, close your eyes. Take a moment to reflect upon your practice. Notice how it felt to hold your poses a little bit longer than normal if you're used to that flow. Notice what it feels like to be a little closer to the ground and just breathe deep into each posture. Honor the light that dwells within each and every one of us. Namaste. So thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed. If you ever have any comments or questions or anything that you would like to ask me or let me know, Feel free to contact me at Katie Marie Yoga on Instagram, or even leave a comment here and let me know what you liked. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet already, and I'll see you next time that I go live. Aloha.